use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. 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 Then I hit this is second nature, all is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby. Show me toward the I'm proud of, yeah. It's down there, whoa. I'm proud of, yeah. It's down there, yeah. I'm proud of, whoa. It's down there, whoa. I'm proud of, yeah. It's down there, proud of, it's down there, yeah. I'm proud of, it's down there, I'm proud of, it's down there, Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
The Raider 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards there. 1st down, Raiders.
1st down, Raiders.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 83.
Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The point is good.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Washington nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Let's dominate!
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal.
If you were me, you do this too.
Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 98 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A gain of 11.
7-7, our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he gets this one down to the 24.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
2nd and 12. On play action, now Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Carr's pass.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Love. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle. Over 100 yards into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Pass some of this.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Steven Sims now on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
They'll take over first.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
There on the coverage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a carry for Jacobs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they'll throw with Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
30-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Onside kick is returned.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10. at their own.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And his throw is incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins, escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Montez Sweat brought him down. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Aguilar has it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To Nelson
Aguilar. 51 yards.
yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there.
That's all you got!
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
A big loss on
now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Haskins from his own end zone. Throw left side complete. It's Love. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
47-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. A 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Love. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
24-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Here's Love again. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Daniel Carlson.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That's good.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Get off the field.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Now it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington able to capitalize on this short. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it. Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we? We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. First now Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Tyrell Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out. Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. 21. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it. But in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama. You were starting to have more fun, weren't you? I was starting to stand up. Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and junk at the top, always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No season wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No season wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now on first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The 43-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Landon Collins. And he will bring us all the way up to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Bryce Love, played collegiately at nearby Stanford. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Haskins. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
The 46-yard line.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
18 on the play.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Love. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That is caught.
inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On the carry, it's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 30-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down and 3.
Now a play fake. Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
One play at a time.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Third and 2.
Now Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Jerry Sprinkle, 37 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes this Washington 23. Raiders nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4.
On third down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Carr. His pass is intercepted for 14 Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Haskins. And he'll be taken field. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
For Washington.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And
interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And he tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Haskins will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
A 32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make the play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talked about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Thomas Davis on the tackle.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Conventional football 101,
tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 6.
On first down, here's Love. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Love. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Washington ball carrier. Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle.
From the 35 on second down, Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Love. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. Have got him. Cleveland Farrell
able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Third down. Here's Haskins.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Slings this deep. He's got a man. Complete. Try. 10. Touchdown. Washington. Terry McLaurin. 81 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On first down, Carr. My goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Vegas.
Throwing now is Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
Washington.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17
that time at a Washington first. On first down, Love. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And it is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this carries into the
I'm
end zone.
gonna show you, man.
Today's finals, Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it, okay. Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Hit that. Cause I ain't liking nothing. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Oh, you're irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like Cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop. Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
With a step on, spin move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a step on, spin move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, is on, scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the gang now, they're hearing with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
With a step on, spin move, is on,
get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't on the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down one.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the